Well, we have some very, very exciting news for the channel. Drum roll. How long can I keep the suspense up for? Probably not much longer than this, otherwise I'm going to lose your attention. We've got a new sponsor. We have a new sponsor. PokeOz has a new sponsor, and I'm super, super thrilled to be working with them. And that is none other than the Collector app. If you've been in the Pokemon card investing space for a month, 6 months, 10 years, 20 years, somewhere over the last 3 years or 4 years, you would have heard of the Collector app. This has got to be the #1 app in the space, and it's so easy to use. I'm going to go into some details on it in a second, but just wanted to announce that. Today's video is all about a substrand of Pokemon cards that have actually been outperforming illustration rares. You might not have thought it because illustration rares have been going absolutely gangbusters over the last 3 months, but there is one substrand of card that is strongly and quite convincingly outperforming illustration rares. Have a guess before we get into it. And again, I don't know how long I can keep the suspense up on that one, but let's jump straight into some illustration rares that have made some movement. Now, let's go to Paldea Evolve. This is arguably one of the biggest illustration rare sets. That, coupled with Paradox Rift, which has a plethora of illustration rares. But let's start with Paldea Evolve, right? So in the last 3 months, this is just looking over the last 3 months, and all this data is straight off the Collector app. So Magikarp has gone from $155 to $248 in the last 3 months alone, which is like a 60% increase. I've said all along, and you can make your own plays with this, I don't predominantly invest in singles at all, really. I buy what I want for my collection, and that's it. For me, singles are a collectible. I'm not going out and buying 40 or 50 or 150 copies of a card thinking it's going to go from $3 to $7 and then selling them. With a 9 to 5 job, or in fact 8 to 5:30 job, working 45 to 50 hours a week, I just don't have time for that. For me, predominantly, I'm a sealed investor. I also think singles, like, it's in a golden era at the moment, but it's not always like that. They don't always go up 60 to 100% in a 3-month period. We're just in a bit of a golden patch for singles at the moment. And is that golden patch going to end? Is it going to continue? I mean, time will tell. That's not what this video is about. This video is about explaining a substrand that's outperforming illustration rares. Second in Paldea Evolve, of course, is the Sleeping Raichu. $32 to $53. Again, it's like a 50% increase in the last 3 months. Tyranitar, Sleeping Tyranitar, the third most expensive illustration rare from Paldea Evolve, hasn't actually moved much, $44 to $48. So it's sort of stagnated a little bit, but it's still gone up a touch in the last 3 months. And to piggyback what's happened in Paldea Evolve, just to pick another main illustration rare set from Scarlet and Violet to show you how well Scarlet and Violet illustration rares have been performing, although there is one substrand of card that's been outperforming them, is Paradox Rift, right? So Groudon has gone. This is now the most expensive card in the set by a long shot. This has absolutely skyrocketed up in price over the last 3 months. $64 to $100. That's like a 65% increase in the last 3 months. That card has absolutely ballooned in price. The second most expensive illustration rare, and I love this card, and I've been calling it for a while, that the artwork's too good and it is undervalued. Steelix has gone from $19 to $33, which is like an 85% increase in the last 3 months. That card has been absolutely ballooning in price. And finally, the third most expensive illustration rare is Minun, $12 to $25, so over 100% price increase in the last 3 months. And that sentiment is echoed across pretty much all Scarlet and Violet era. So all Scarlet and Violet era illustration rares have been shooting up in price. And you might ask, well, what on earth has been performing better than those? Like literally pretty much all, if not most, illustration rares have gone up somewhere in the vicinity of 30 to 100% in the last 3 months. Surely nothing can be beating that. Well, this is where you're wrong. What has actually been beating it, and if you haven't guessed already, is Trainer Gallery cards. Trainer Gallery cards, whether it's $1 Trainer Gallery cards, $30 Trainer Gallery cards, have been eclipsing illustration rares with the amount of growth that they've seen over the last 3 months. They've been going absolutely crazy. And again, all this data is off the Collector app. In case you don't know, I said I'd give it a little bit more of a backstory. If you don't have the Collector app, it is a great app. I urge you to download it. There'll be a link in the description to download it. You can put in your whole singles collection, your whole sealed collection. It'll give you your total inventory and total set value. It'll show you over the day, the month, like you can see how much percentage profit you are making. So if you're a collector and investor, not only can you see your total set value, you can see how much you're gaining, you can filter by sets, you can filter by price high to low to see the top hits inside a set. It's a very, very easy app to use. There's a marketplace linked on there, and there's also a pro version which unlocks a heap more cool features. So let's jump into some trainer gallery cards. So Brilliant Stars, right? This has the most expensive trainer gallery out of all 4 trainer gallery sets. Now keep in mind, trainer gallery started off in Cosmic Eclipse back in Sun and Moon era. That was a standalone set. We saw 4 trainer gallery sets throughout Sword and Shield, plus a Galarian gallery coming through in Crown Zenith, which has also been pumping, mind you. That has been going absolutely bonkers. So Brilliant Stars up here. The Umbreon VMAX has gone from $34 to $83 in the last 3 months. It's like 160% increase. And hey, look, you might be saying, well, the reason Brilliant Stars Trainer Gallery has been absolutely pumping is, you know, the rise of prismatic evolutions and the transfer that's having on the evolutions prices across the board. Not only have we seen Umbreon VMAX from Evolving Skies pump up, you know, we're seeing Sylveon in Brilliant Stars go from $20 to $55, which is nearly a 200% increase in price. And moreover, even the smaller cards like, you know, the Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon here, Vaporeon $4 to $11.50. Again, like a 200% increase in price. And you might go, well, the reason Brilliant Stars is copying those massive increases in the trainer galleries is because it's a very heavy evolution-based trainer gallery, and it's piggybacking the success that Prismatic Evolution's having. You know, that is the flavor of the month in the Pokemon scene at the moment. However, if you say that, you'll be wrong, because that's not the only trainer gallery that's absolutely pumping. Have a look at Astral Radiance as well. And look, this is a set that I've said for a while, the trainer gallery is better than what you think. It is, in my opinion, the second best trainer gallery out of the 4. I think Brilliant Stars has the best trainer gallery. I don't think that's an argument. Although, you know, Lost Origin's heavily Pikachu based, Silver Tempest has a few nice trainer galleries inside there. I think Astral Radiance has the second strongest trainer gallery out of the 4 main trainer gallery sets from Sword and Shield. The Starmie has gone from $45 to $94, so this is a more expensive trainer gallery card than what the Umbreon VMAX from Brilliant Stars is. So this is the most expensive trainer gallery card from the Sword and Shield era, excluding Galarian Gallery, that you can buy yourself. And again, over 100% increase in price. The Garchomp, this one's been pumping in the last 3 rounds, $26 to $69. It's like 150, 160% increase in the last 3 months. And Zacian, look at this one absolutely climb up, $6 to $23, like 300% increase in the last 3 months. And that's not all. Even some of the cheaper cards from, and these are all Silver Tempest examples. We jump over to Silver Tempest. The Milotic from Silver Tempest, these are some of the cheaper ones. $1.10 has gone to $5, 400% up. 400% up in the last 3 months. Altaria from Silver Tempest, $1.07 to $4.13, 300% up in the last 3 months. And finally, even like the more expensive ones from Silver Tempest, like the Blaziken, and this is a really nice trainer gallery card as well, $9 to $26. Again, 200% up. So these cards have been outperforming illustration rares from Scarlet and Violet. And then you might ask the question, well, why? Like, why does that happen? Why is it important? What does it even mean? Well, I think one of the reasons why, and you could argue, you know, everyone's attention and money is going towards Scarlet and Violet. Like, that's the flavor of the month. People are realizing how good the artwork is, how good the illustration rare artwork is. But what we do need to remember, though, is all of those cards are still in rotation and could cop reprints at any given moment, essentially. There is a lot more being ripped and a lot more being open and a lot more going onto the market on a daily basis. Sword and Shield, however, these sets come, is it April? May? April? Are like Silver Tempest, Crown Zenith, Lost Origin, Astral Raid, like all going out of rotation. The chances of any of these getting printed again, given we can't even get enough supply at the moment of the modern sets, Surging Sparks, 151, Prismatic Evolutions, people are screaming out for those. They're not going to go back in time, in my opinion. Like, it's 99% done. Like, that is why these cards, I feel, are copying the increase that they're copying, because, and maybe coupled with the, re-release of Journey Together, which has the, the trainer Pokemon, and the trainer galleries obviously have the trainer with the Pokemon. Maybe that's sort of a bit of a flavour of the month that people are feeling as well. I think that maybe has a small impact on it. But what people are really realising is these are good-looking Pokemon cards, and they're about the same pull rates as an illustration rare, although keep in mind it's tiered for trainer galleries. There's some easier trainer galleries to pull and some more difficult trainer galleries to pull. The pull rates on the difficult ones are actually quite up there. And I think people are realising they're not easy cards to pull. And for $1, for some of these trainer galleries, I've said for a long time, some of these trainer galleries were way too undervalued. Remember like Charizard and Gengar from Lost Origin were like $1.50 cards for a period of time, $2 cards? Like, that's way too cheap. A trainer gallery Gengar and a trainer gallery Charizard, like, that was, I don't invest in singles, but that was a bit of a no-brainer play, really, wasn't it? Like, so there you go. I think there's a couple of reasons why trainer galleries have been outperforming illustration rares, even though the money and attention seems to be heading towards Scarlet and Violet at the moment. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Excited to be on the new partnership with Collector. I'm Michael, this is Pokeoz, and I'll catch everyone next time.